Good morning. Thank you for being here today. What an honor it is to be your sheriff and to stand here before you and speak. I'd like to talk about a couple things. Two words in particular. One is the word proud. Every single day I come to work, I crease the uniform, you clean the shoes, and you get in that car, and I look at all of you, and all of you make me so proud because I want to be here with you. You don't work for me, you work with me. Proud is an understatement. Proud is different today. Proud yesterday was narcotics, SWAT, and a lot of different things going on at the same time as all of you working together in this team, because there's no I in team, and no matter what your position is at this agency, you're equally as important. Proud is what makes us all get up every single day and make the Lee County Sheriff's Office, this uniform, and this badge second to none. You are all the reason we lead the state, why other agencies all over the country come to see what we do and how we do it. And as the sheriff, that makes me more proud than ever. I'm the man that delivers a message, sometimes reading a teleprompter, talking about the amount of narcotics taken off the street, talking about the incredible investigations that you complete that gives families closure. I'm not out there every single day in the trenches with you, but I'm with you. And I couldn't be more proud. The second word to me, which is most important, family. I'm Italian, I use the word family very often, but it always has meaning. You are family to me. I'm going on my 11th year at the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and I've watched and met most all of you and watched you grow within your career. And as a leader, when I look at our executive command staff and I watch all of you come along your way in your career and try to do the best we can to help every single one of you, to mentor you, to get you to a place where you want to be, whether it's investigations, Marine, SWAT, wherever it is, this agency has it all. It really does. And when I first got here, I came from the outside and I understood what it's like to be the outsider. Someone that, first of all, was from New York, not born and raised, and swam in the canals here in Florida, okay? You're met with resistance. People don't know who you are. Why is he coming here to Lee County? Why did he come from Collier to Lee? But I have to tell you, in the past 11 years, I've grown so much with all of you. I know most all your families, your children. I know what you do, how you do it. I know what you like to do. And all of you, when I look around this department, are superstars. It sometimes amazes me when I look at the people that are in place, and just when you think there's only so many great picks, you're all great picks. And today we get to highlight those of you that have accomplished great things in this quarter, whether it's your time and tenure or something outrageous that you all do every single day. And I will tell you from the heart, that word family means more to me than any other word. Outside these doors, I gotta watch what I say somewhat, because the undersheriff now, you know, he gains years in dog years, 7 years each one, okay? And I say it the way it is. My greatest asset, it gets me in a lot of trouble sometimes. But I have to tell you, inside these walls, I don't have to say anything other than welcome and go on my way. But I speak from the heart, not a teleprompter. I'm talking to you because you are my family. And I've watched and grown with all of you. So today is a very happy day. The Lee County Sheriff's Office, not because I'm the sheriff, but because of all of you, is running better than it's ever run before. There's a brother and sisterhood here. There's a sense of family. The morale is up. We work with all of each other to be the best we can be, and the residents see that and want to be part of a team. There's a reason why the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and Lee County is now third safest in the nation. It's not the sheriff. It's all of you heroes that kiss your wives or husbands goodbye, your children goodbye, your family goodbye, and you go to work every day and you put that uniform on and that badge on, whether you're an officer on the street or whether you're support staff, you give it your all, and that's why we're the A-team. I know that this ceremony is going to be quick, but afterwards, please, families, whoever wants to, stick around. It's not often that we get to sit with each other, talk to each other, because guess what? Like everybody else, we're pushing. get back to work? Did you handle this case? Did you call this? Did you do this? Let's take time today, because I appreciate all of you getting together, and I get to see people I don't get to see all the time. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of my family. Thank you for making Lee County the best it's ever been. I truly care about each and every one of you, and the word family is forever in my heart. God bless you. God bless you for all you do, and God bless America. Thank you, Joe.
We will begin this ceremony by recognizing the promotions within the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes Miguel Rodriguez and his promotion to Master Corporal.
Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes Elliot Neese and his promotion to Sergeant.
Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes Deline Domerjean and his promotion to Sergeant.
Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes Mark Sewell and his promotion to Lieutenant.
Please make your way over to the side. Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes Mark Benora and his promotion to Captain.
Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes Michael Tamulonis and his promotion to Commander.
Mike would like to give a speech, I'm sorry.
No, he wouldn't.
Sheriff Carmine Marceno recognizes William Guffey and his promotion to Commander.
Can you do another one, sir? Holding your badge.
Once again, join me in giving all of these deputies a round of applause for their promotion.
As we recognize those who are advancing their careers within the Lee County Sheriff's Office, we also want to take time for those whose career in law enforcement are coming to an end. The following employees are retiring from the Lee County Sheriff's Office this year. Human Resources Supervisor Terry Jones is retiring after 24 years with our office.
Sergeant David Velez retiring after 27 years of service.
Nope. Can you look at the clock? Thank you.
He's thinking about the islands, you know.
I've got plenty of time.
Captain Carlos Peculius, retiring after 25 years of service. Please join us in congratulating these 3 employees for their dedication to our service office and wish you a wonderful employment.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office is grateful for the men and women who chose to serve our community and residents. With that, we'd like to recognize the milestones some of our team members have reached. The following employee is being recognized by receiving the Ready Commendation Award for dedicating 40 years of employment with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Please recognize Program Coordinator Teresa Berlinger.
The following employee is being recognized by receiving the Ready Commendation Award for dedicating 30 years of employment with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Commander Joseph Bass.
The following employees are being recognized by receiving the Ready Commendation Award for dedicating 25 years of employment with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Please recognize Secretary Dawn Marie Glover and Sergeant Rudy Lepe.
Good.
The following award recipients, if you could please come and line up and then the name is called by myself and Nestor. The following employees are being recognized by receiving the Life Achievement Award for dedicating 20 years of employment with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Lieutenant Dwayne Simmon, Sergeant Michael Zazworski, Deputy First Class Michael Anderson, Evidence Manager Ronald Rawls, Central Records Supervisor Kimberly Colon, Risk Analyst Kathy Freshwaters, HR Generalist Leanne Flippin, District Secretary Kimberly Howard, District Secretary Ann Kelly, and District Clerk Nancy Coffey.
One more. 2 more.
Okay. Can you guys all please? Everybody get close like your friends? That's all right. All right. You guys can go down. That's good.
The following awards recognize deputies, correction deputies, and civilians who go above and beyond in their roles. The division or unit commander nominates these employees for their actions that make a difference in our sheriff's office every single day.
We would like to invite Detective Emily Kilmer to come forward. On December 4th, 2022, the Special Victims Unit was requested for a just-occurred sexual battery of a 22-year-old woman. Detective Kilmer responded and immediately worked with the victim to receive services after being traumatized. It was learned the victim had been dropped off by her Uber driver, and while walking to her apartment, the driver attacked her from behind and sexually assaulted her. Detective Kilmer interviewed numerous witnesses and revisited the scene where surveillance video was located, ultimately leading to her suspect. Detective Kilmer's dedication to the case and compassion for the victim and her family helped bring justice and comfort to those impacted by a horrible crime. Detective Emily Kilmer has been selected as the Lee County Sheriff's Office Deputy of the Quarter.
We invite Jessica Phillip to come forward. The Lee County Sheriff's Office has more than 100 volunteers, and in 2022, all of our volunteers contributed more than 37,000 hours. Jessica Phillips is one of those volunteers who plays a vital role at the Lee County Sheriff's Office. She spends a majority of her time assisting in administration departments, but she also routinely volunteers with the Civilian Support Unit and purchasing. Jessica's co-workers describe her as a dedicated volunteer who commits herself to every task that she's assigned. In 2022, Jessica logged a total of 470 hours. Jessica Phillips has been selected as the Lee County Sheriff's Office Volunteer of the Quarter.
To come forward. In September 2022, during parent drop-off, Deputy Weaver observed a frantic mother in line whose 5-month-old infant had stopped breathing. Deputy Weaver immediately provided life-saving actions, including back thrusts and chest compressions, until the child began to breathe again. If it wasn't for Deputy Weaver's quick actions, the outcome may have been deadly for the child. Deputy William Weaver has been selected as the Lee County Sheriff's Office Law Enforcement Deputy of the Year.
We invite Deputies Andrew Porter and John Cross to come forward. On July 26th, Deputy Porter was conducting physical observations on 1 East when he located an inmate hanging from the cell bars. Deputy Cross immediately picked up the inmate's lower torso through the cell bars to prevent further strangulation and used his 911 tool to cut the sheet. The inmate began to breathe on his own and was transported to direct observation. Due to the training and duty to act, Deputies Porter and Cross were able to save this inmate's life. Corrections Deputies Award are being awarded to Deputy Andrew Porter, second award, and Deputy John Cross, who have been selected as the Lee County Sheriff's Office Corrections Deputies of the Year.
Hold your certificate. Yes. Perfect. Thank you.
We invite Nicole Roden and Gladys Martinez to come forward. On June 13th, major crime detectives responded to a scene where a man was found dead, laying face down in a drainage ditch with no identification. Latent examiner Gladys Martinez attended the post-mortem examination and obtained latent fingerprints from the decedent. Within 5 hours, she was able to identify the victim. From there, evidence from the scene led detectives to a business in Bonita Springs. Crime scene technician Nicole Roden located blood samples at the scene that matched the victim, which ultimately led to an arrest. With the assistance of Gladys Martinez and Nicole Roden, Detectives went from having an unidentified body to making an arrest in less than 48 hours. Their work brought closure to a family and connected pieces of evidence to put a violent offender behind bars. Latent examiner Gladys Martinez and crime scene technician Nicole Roden have been selected as the Lee County Sheriff's Office Civilians of the Year.
We invite Andrew Wagner, Michael Neves, and David Sully to come forward. On the morning of January 16, 2022, the Iona-McGregor area was hit by an EF2 tornado. The tornado stayed on the ground for almost 2 miles with winds at 118 miles per hour. 158 homes were destroyed and 300 people were displaced. These 3 men all live in the area and luckily escaped with no damage to their properties. However, minutes after the tornado passing, the 3 men picked up CSU vehicles and began directing traffic and first responders to the neighborhood. Each member volunteered dozens of hours the following days. Andrew Wagner, Michael Neves, and David Sully's second award have been selected as the Lee County Sheriff's Office Volunteers of the Year.
We will now transition to the awards portion of our ceremony. The next award, the Meritorious Award, is to those who accomplish a mission under adverse conditions with some degree of hazard to life and limb. We would like to invite Captain Jeremiah Marcotte, Captain Steve Brady, Sergeant Brian Walkowiak, and Deputy Joseph Laird to come forward. Hurricane Ian made landfall and devastated many parts of Lee County. During the storm, the Sheriff's Office was advised of a broken water main system located on Fort Myers Beach, causing the entire county water supply to be lost into the Gulf of Mexico. Captain Marcotte was advised to assemble a team that could face the challenges and obstacles to restore Lee County's most vital resource. Captain Brady, Sergeant Walkowiak, and Deputy Laird utilized the Bearcat to maneuver the 50-mile-per-hour winds and streets that were littered with trees and electrical wires. As the team neared Fort Myers Beach, it was evident the Bearcat could go no further due to the displaced boats, overturned vehicles, and demolished houses. The team continued on foot for nearly a mile before reaching the valve, and utilizing an engineer's valve key, they were able to shut off the main water line. Their mission didn't end there. On their way back, they responded to the many cries for help. The team located an elderly woman who had been pinned against a roof for hours and couldn't walk. Knowing the victim couldn't be left behind, the men created a makeshift stretcher and evacuated the woman. Due to the bravery and selfless dedication to Lee County, this team completed a mission that could have been catastrophic to the recovery from Hurricane Ian. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents Captain Jeremiah Marcotte, second award, Captain Steve Brady, Sergeant Brian Walkowiak, and Deputy Joseph Laird with the Meritorious Service Award.
In the line of duty, which through disregard of personal safety or prompt action resulted in saving a life. We invite Deputy Randy Harold, Master Corporal Patrick O'Sullivan, Deputy David Torres, Deputy Annalise Barreto to come forward. On December 11th, an incident at the main jail occurred that resulted with an unresponsive inmate. Upon making this discovery, Deputy Randy Harold immediately radioed for assistance. Several deputies arrived to help, including Deputies David Torres, Deputy Annalise Barreto, and Master Corporal O'Sullivan. This entire group rendered aid and flawlessly executed what has been a trained scenario. Their direct involvement and collective efforts saved that inmate's life. The Lee County Sheriff's Office recognizes Deputy Randy Harrell, Master Corporal Patrick O'Sullivan, Deputy David Torres, Deputy Annalise Barreto with the Life Saving Award.
Can you hold your certificate? Yeah. Good. Thank you.
We invite Deputy Matthew Mike Soul to come forward. On November 16th, Deputy Mike Soul responded to the guidance office at South Fort Myers High School to assist a 56-year-old teacher who was suffering chest pains. The teacher's condition quickly declined as she went unconscious and lost her pulse. Deputy Mike Soul called EMS and immediately began performing chest compressions until EMS arrived. A pulse was reestablished and she was taken to the hospital. This educator would likely have not survived without Deputy Mike Soul's help. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents Deputy Matthew Mike Soul second award with the Life Saving Award.
We would like to invite Deputy Landon Partridge and Deputy Sean Stahl to come forward. On September 9th, Deputy Partridge and Deputy Stahl responded to a home on Griffin Lane in North Fort Myers where they found a man who had just been shot. A crowd of onlookers formed around the man who was laying on the ground, bleeding heavily and drifting in and out of consciousness. Deputies Partridge and Stahl immediately cleared away the crowd and began rendering aid to the victim for several minutes until EMS arrived. This was a high-stress situation, but their swift actions allowed the victim to survive. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents Deputy Landon Partridge and Deputy Sean Stahl with the Life Saving Award.
We invite the following agency members to come forward. Lieutenant Gustavo Vallejo, Lieutenant Timothy Galloway, Sergeant Christopher Rodriguez, Sergeant Carmelo Bari, Deputy Ryan Frazier, Deputy Colt Masters, and Deputy Jeremy Williams. On October 8th, Lieutenant Vallejo and Lieutenant Galloway observed a helicopter hovering towards the West District helicopter landing pad. Their aircraft suddenly lost control and crashed behind the fuel station. Immediately, Lieutenant Galloway notified dispatch while Lieutenant Vallejo alerted the members inside West District, who ran outside towards the wreckage. The helicopter was on its side with visible flames. One passenger got out on their own and Sergeant Bruton began rendering aid and extinguished flames until EMS and Iona McGregor Fire arrived. 3 other passengers were inside and 1 was trapped. All deputies communicated efficiently and lifted the aircraft to facilitate extraction and helped remove the remaining passengers. If not for the joint actions by everyone involved, even under dangerous conditions, the outcome could have been much different. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents the following deputies with the Life Saving Award. Lieutenant Gustavo Vallejo, Lieutenant Timothy Galloway, second award. Sergeant Christopher Rodriguez, Sergeant Carmelo Bari, Deputy Ryan Frazier, second award. Deputy Colt Masters, second award. And Deputy Jeremy Williams, second award.
We invite the following agency members to come forward to accept the Drug Buster Award on behalf of the Narcotics Unit and Tactical Narcotics Team. Lieutenant Ryan Poklemba, Lieutenant Christopher Lagerin, Sergeant James Bates, and we also invite Chief Counsel Abby Smith, Attorney Kimberly Sams, Criminal Investigative Assistant Crystal Busak. On December 2nd, 2022, the Lee County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit was contacted by the U.S. Postal Interceptor about a parcel containing illegal narcotics that was being shipped from Puerto Rico to an address in Cape Coral. Early on in the investigation, the suspects were identified as Roberto Rivera and Annabelle Pagan, and they were the suspects. Detectives learned the package was being tracked by Rivera, and when granted a search warrant for the parcel, detectives located a kilo of cocaine inside. The package continued to be delivered as part of the investigation. Rivera picked up the package and went to a separate location to deliver the parcel to Pagan. The narcotics unit and the tactical narcotics team closed in and arrested the two men. During a search of Pagan's home, detectives located more than $64,000 and documents suggesting he had a storage unit in North Fort Myers that contained other illegal items. A search of the storage unit revealed another kilo of cocaine, a firearm, and more than $1 million. Overall, the team worked for 22 hours straight and successfully arrested two men, completed 3 search warrants, and confiscated 2 kilos of cocaine, a firearm, and more than $1.1 million. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is awarding 13 detectives in the narcotics unit with the Drug Buster Award. Lieutenant Ryan Poklemba, Lieutenant Christopher Logren, Sergeant James Bates are accepting the award on their behalf. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is also presenting the following civilian employees with the Grand Cordon Award for their involvement with this case: Chief Counsel Abby Smith, Attorney Kimberly Sams, and Criminal Investigative Assistant Crystal Busak.
This next award, the Exceptional Service Medal, is given to a member who exemplifies the Lee County Sheriff's Office values and their actions for the community reflects positively on the Sheriff's Office. We invite Commander Daniel Cody to come forward. On December 11, 2022, while off duty in Orlando, Commander Cody witnessed a hit-and-run crash. Commander Cody immediately positioned his vehicle to block traffic to prevent further accidents. At that time, the suspect and a female exited the car and took off on foot. Commander Cody gave chase to that suspect, who stopped and took a fighting stance with Commander Cody before fleeing again. During the investigation, Commander Cody was presented with a photo lineup by the City of Orlando Police Department and was the only one able to identify the suspect. It was later learned the suspect was operating a stolen vehicle. Commander Cody's immediate response and obligation to help off-duty helped the Orlando Police Department make an arrest. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents Commander Dan Cody, second award, with the Exceptional Service Medal.
We would like to invite Captain Stephen Brady and Deputy Julian Challa to come forward. On December 18th, the Lee County Sheriff's Office responded to the Caloosahatchee Bridge along with other first responders. A driver had crashed over the railing and into the river below. Captain Brady immediately began preparing to rappel over the bridge. Together with Deputy Challa and a Fort Myers firefighter, the three entered the cold water without regard for their own safety and swam to the submerged vehicle. Captain Brady used a mask to locate the unconscious driver in the murky water. Once found, the three worked to pull him onto the surface and performed life-saving measures. Unfortunately, the driver succumbed to his injuries sustained from the crash. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents the Exceptional Service Award to Captain Stephen Brady, third award, and Deputy Julian Challa for their selfless and heroic actions in the line of duty.
We invite Deputy Gabriel Hollow to come forward. East District deputies were responding to an in-progress occupied burglary, along with aggravated assault with a firearm. On scene, Deputy Hollow mobilized deputies and detectives around the home until the suspect came out of the house. Hollow conducted a search warrant of the home and located 6 firearms, 1 being reported as stolen. Deputies also located 113 grams of marijuana, 79 grams of cocaine, Oxy and Xanax pills, and seized more than $27,000. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents Deputy Gabriel Hollow with the Exceptional Service Award.
Service Award is given to members whose line of duty action shows initiative and accomplishment. We invite analysts Betsy Ross and Carrie Miles to come forward. Over the last year, analysts Ross and Miles have been integral in the creation of the School Threat Enforcement Team. From day one, analyst Ross provided guidance and assisted with creating STET's mission and framework. With her technical expertise, analyst Ross helped develop the STET application, which is a new and more efficient way to track cases. Analyst Miles joined STET and assisted Ross with her efforts. Miles has regularly closed the most requests for information. Her ability to multitask and manage the workload has proven critical to the success of STET and Arctic. STET remains one of the agency's top priorities, and the unit would not be where it is today without the dedication and contribution of both of these analysts. The Lee County Sheriff's Office presents the Honorable Service Award to analyst Betsy Ross and analyst Carrie Miles. Please join me in recognizing all of our award recipients.
Thank everybody for being here today. I appreciate all of you. I use the words family. This is one big family. And most importantly, touching upon that, it's not just the people here that are wearing a uniform or working for the Sheriff's Office. It's your family members, it's your wives, it's your husbands, the people that live every single day with the stresses that you live. When you leave for work, if you're going to return home safely. When you come home, dealing with what you dealt with during your shift. The family members are just as equally heroes. You guys really are. I appreciate you taking all time. Every single person in this room, thank you for all you do. Thank you for your time here. You are one big family. Lee County is great because of you. It's an honor. Let's take our time afterwards to take pictures, shake hands, and not run out of here. I appreciate all of you from the heart, very heartfelt. God bless you and all your families each and every day. May you come home safe every single day. Thank you.
For attending today's events and their colleagues for being here to recognize their achievements. Thank you for being here, and thank you agency members for making the Lee County Sheriff's Office so successful and a great place to work.
If you'd like to take a photo